Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy snap. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got room to work. Gashes him in the middle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Noles are in the hurry-up. couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Makes a connection. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
How about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Fafita. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Ohio State 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll give it to Johnson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years. at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years, you got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Gets it out quickly. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. There's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. We've got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on on the play. Brings up second down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
He makes the catch. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On the run, it's Peoples. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide.
Turning it on! Just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. The inside handoff. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. It's on target and complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University, all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's White.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 42nd. Now, fourth down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. And first and goal from the 8.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Under fire. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the timing just a hair off.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. Got room on the return. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes. mistakes, and they did just that.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Peoples. He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 21 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Moving away from pressure. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Fights off a defender. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Smart move to keep it on the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I like the aggressiveness by this offense. The defense is probably thinking run, right? They want to get a new set of downs, get a 1st down. They choose to be aggressive, but they don't protect their quarterback. And now the defense has flipped the script. Now they got a 3rd down situation where they know they're passing and they can get after the quarterback.
Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Put it in the window for the score. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Fafita. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rushes on him. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run play action. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team